is she ready for marriage? That's where I started from. It looks she is not ready. If she is ready, she wouldn't be confused at this point. She is not.
If you look at it again and say, I don't answer questions here, I just throw questions. If we look at it and say, the guy this second guy who is coming back now, had dumped her once. And the guy is coming back. The question could also be, is he coming back to do to me what he did to me before? Or this time, is it for real? That's what we should also begin to look at. What is the purpose of the confusion? Of course, like Agatha said, there is a lot of assumption in our society. All of us, we judge ourselves before we get to meet ourselves. It's something, if you're listening to us, before you criticize people, before you judge them, give people some mercy. A lot of us deny people mercy, but we have judgment hammer all the time to strike on anybody. And you know something about our judgment? People who do what you do, you judge them with small punishment. Then people who do not do what you do, you judge them harshly. That's another thing about our society we must look at. We tell ourselves that if the person has had a child before, you tell yourself her position is finished, she's gone. The only person that decides when your position is finished in life is God. And no man is God, only God is God. If God can pick up a man from the backside of Niger Delta and make him the president of Nigeria, God can do anything. If God can pick up a shepherd boy and take him from a shepherd boy to a president of the first world nation of his time, God can do anything. So, a lot of times we play gods in the lives of people. We must address these issues as we are trying to answer these questions. Now, the question is, why will a lady give birth twice for two different men outside wedlock? It's still that societal problem. Honestly, until we become strong individuals, we can't have strong families. Because if you're not a strong boy, you can't be a strong man. You can't be a strong father. It takes a strong father to raise a strong child. If everything you know about relationship, family, and sex, you learned it from a joint, you learned it from a barber's shop, what are you going to transfer to the next generation? The blind cannot lead the blind, obviously. I hate, let me not judge the society. Let's judge individuals. Because whatever is going to happen to my life is my creation. I am the architect of my life, cooperating with God to build a better future. But if I decide to destroy my life because of peer pressure, because of materialism, because of whatever, I still have to pay the price. But if the deed has been done, there's no need to cry over spilled milk. We still move ahead. Moving ahead now is to ask men, why do you impregnate a girl? Obviously. If you're not ready for the game, why rehearse? Why do you impregnate a girl? Obviously. And when it is time for you to bear the burden of your pleasure, you say, not be only me, we too many. Well, while you were doing the act, you knew there were so many of you, and you still went ahead. Let me ask this man, before we even talk about what this girl should do. Why do guys impregnate a girl and deny the pregnancy? Because you can be surprised that some of you who are listening to me, your first son or your first daughter may be in an orphanage home. Because the girl gave birth to the child and threw the child away. And you have never visited an orphanage in your life, not knowing that your first child, and you may even be 20. Or even if you are 40, you have 3 children. The fourth one, your first child, is an orphanage home. So why do guys give this man? Why do guys impregnate a girl and dump and forget about the pregnancy?
In my personal opinion, that guy is not developed yet. To me, I see it as a stupidity for a guy to get up and engage in such an art. Personally, before now, I used to have this philosophy, or I used to say this to guys, brother. Whatever it is that will make you unzip and you sleep with a girl and it results to pregnancy, that thing should also make you responsible for the pregnancy. You know, so if you're not running away from responsibility, then something is wrong with your head. You understand? So I in my personal opinion, that guy, you know, needs to do something to
But
himself.
some guys think he's playing smart, that they are streetwise. You know, that kind of thing. I'm a calm boy. Some guys think he's an asset.
Let me say this. When I was in secondary school, there was this English teacher that came to our class. He was trying to define what a guy is. A guy is not, this was what he told us. He said a guy is not somebody that, you know, does things the way he likes it, and everybody just put a clap for the guy and say, man, this is the happening guy, this guy is the reigning guy. You know, a guy is somebody who can say to himself, this is what I want out of life, and you stick to it. A guy is not somebody you know, that sags his jeans. Like we had a program recently, and a series of guests were saying one or two things about guys. This is the kind of guy that I like to go out with, and all of that. You know, but that is not the actual guy. Somebody who can, you know, stand and face situations, you know, challenges, and you know, nothing happens to him. It's just himself. That is a guy.
You know why you're saying this? Some guys will be looking at you from at home. They say, "Na fake boy, na fake
yes.
boy."
Let me use myself for example. A lot of guys have said this to me. He's a fake guy. Not be like, I better forget that thing. You understand? But even those girls that are running after them, by the time I take 1 minute of their time, they will sit down, listen to me, and dump those guys. I have a friend that I brought to this. I have a friend. I want to say this. I have a friend. It's funny. I'm married. Okay. I have a friend. Even though I'm married, he's still not comfortable with me going out with him. Because he thinks, because of the way I comport myself, because of the way I act, because of the way I do my things, they would want to prefer me to him. You understand? But because of the course that I've chosen, you know, even when I notice it, I sit them down, I talk to them, and they respect me. They tell me thank you. They tell me sir. You understand? So that is it. A guy is somebody who knows what he wants out of life. Who can, when challenges, even when you make a mistake, you stand and you face it.
Are there people from the audience who want to tell us? I love what he has just said. Who wants to tell us, why will you impregnate a girl and say love doesn't live here anymore? Yes. Why? What causes it?
Well,
why will somebody deny his first child?
Okay. First of all, such a guy is a stupid guy. Very stupid. Very.
Do we have some stupid guys listening to us? We call them nabals.
So, for you to impregnate a girl and push her away, you don't want to take responsibility. That's why I say such a person is stupid. In the real sense, I would say a guy is not somebody a woman should really count on a marriage. Because intent is not by age that talk about maturity. Maturity is not by age.
Yes,
somebody that is 20 can be mature more than somebody that is 35. It's not by age. It's not every man that carry the Adam completeness that is a man.
Oh, come on now.
It's not every man. Some of them, they are woman in nature, but carrying Adamic build up. So, when a guy impregnates a girl and just walk free, I don't care attitude, it's not irresponsible. Such a person should be pushed aside in the society. So I have this to say to a girl. When you are going out with a guy, let your head be correct. Let your head be correct. Because when both heads are correct, at the end of the day, you will see that the relationship of the love will grow. When the guy jumped on the girl, after the act, he walked away. That is just the display of infatuation. What I need is bedmantism. And I have gotten the bedmantism. What else don't count.
But this guy here said he believes in infatuation. That infatuation is the real deal. I'm going to come to you. This guy here, he said so.
Okay, I have been a leader in where I'm coming from, and I have dealt with all these relationship matters. There was a girl that came to me one day and said, "Sir, there is this guy that is pursuing me night and day. All the text messages, all the call I receive, I love you, I love." But one day I went to his house. The first thing that they welcomed me was the kiss. The second thing was showing me the way to the bed. I said, "Sir, is that love?"
Hallelujah.
I said, "That is not love. Somebody just have a plan that they need to execute."
Thank you.
What am I saying?
The bomb is a bomb.
Yes, the same way a guy is foolish, the same way I say the girl is foolish.
Yeah.
A guy toasts you. The second thing that you throw your body at the girl, at the
Because
guy.
some people think it's a way of catching husband.
Uh-huh. That is the mentality of these days, but they are all foolishness.
Beautiful. I go with
So
you.
what do we need to do? Ladies, let your head be correct. Guys, don't be, God enough that you lose your senses. So define what you want, go for what you want, know when you want them, and see how you can get what you want.
Thank you.
Not by crook or by
Yeah,
hook.
there was something he said. He said a man that would impregnate a woman and then leave the woman is not a real man. That man is a woman. Are you indirectly saying that women are irresponsible? That's where I cut from his whole.
Okay. When it comes to that play, the both party are not responsible.
It's getting hot in here now.
You don't understand. You said a man, I'm quoting your words, a man that will impregnate a woman and then leave the woman and says he's not responsible for the pregnancy, that man is not a real man. In fact, he's a woman. Are you now saying women generally are irresponsible people? Because that's the meaning of that statement. He's not a man, he's a
It's
woman.
getting hot here now.
Let me
Frank,
ask
come
you.
this way because
Thank you very much.
she has taken you up.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. I'm an African man,
Yes.
pure, Nigerian, born. I want to ask you to answer your question. Can love really come without trust?
First of all, you need to define what the word trust is, and then you need to define what the word love is.
Okay.
I am a Nigerian.
Yeah.
I'm Igbo.
Okay.
Typically Nigerian.
Registered one.
Registered Nigerian. I know what plays in this. My parents are Nigerians. Typical Nigerians. So when you say you are an African man, you are a Nigerian, can love go without trust?
Yes.
Nigerian men don't even trust their wives. Wives don't even trust their husbands. In this town, when a woman is building a house, she will not tell her husband. When the husband finds out, you are building a house, so you pack out of my house. So what are we saying? And these people probably have been married for years. So where is the trust? And then where is the love?
Okay. Thank you very much. So that is to say, marriages are going on without trust. It's supposed not to be. It's supposed not to be.
Marriages are going on not just without trust, but without love.
Because where there is no trust, love cannot exist.
No, in our society, that's why I said marriage shouldn't be a priority for young girls. See, it's different now. In my mother's time, a woman who goes to school, they look at her like, why are you going to school? You should go to the kitchen. In my time, my parents are training children for masters. They are sending you for PhD. So they know they can get something out of you. Marriage is no longer a priority like it used to be. Before, in those days, marriage was a way out. So a poor family of 20, they have like 3 guests. Okay, these ones will rescue me. Just give them to rich men. Honestly, that's how it used to work. These girls will marry okay men that will come and take care of my boys, and then my life will be okay. They will take care of me. That's what our society, that's what they preach to us as marriage. But marriage is supposed to be based on love and trust.
Okay, let's go back to you asked him a question he didn't answer. That where he said he's a Nigerian, he's an African, he's a typical. There are 3 ways to marry. Either you marry according to the Bible culture,
Yes.
or you marry according to the African culture, or you marry according to the Western culture. But for me, because I'm a kingdom-minded certain, I prescribe that anybody who is kingdom-minded should marry according to the kingdom culture. That's mine. So when Africans say, I'm an African, I'm a Nigerian, I'm a this, that's an indirect way of bringing some of the negative things in Africa to destroy the biblical culture. Let's go back. She said, when you said that such a person is not a man, in fact, he's a woman, are you indirectly saying that women are useless, irresponsible, and nobodies, and weak?
Can I?
Okay.
In fact, this is supposed to be between 2 of you. I'm
Okay,
just
let me face her.
Yes, face her.
Okay. So, women. Let me say, okay.
I don't know if I can help you out here.
Let me say.
Yeah. You see,
Okay, you are talking to her too.
yeah.
Okay.
You see, when he used the word, the man is not a man, is a woman. Basically, we understand that when you're trying to describe a weak man, you said you are a woman. I think what you say, hello, I'm coming. That does not really mean that the women are responsible. Are irresponsible. It's just like, for instance, now, if somebody a woman in the house or a woman in the family is carrying out the responsibility of the husband, you see people saying she is the man of the house. I think that's where that statement comes from.
I don't think that's where the statement is coming from.
That is
because
it.
the meaning was, he is not a man, he is a woman. Simply put, like you said, weak. When they say a man is, are you indirectly saying that women are weak? Because according to the Bible, they describe us as helpmeets. Do you know we're the only people that God created? You don't understand what a woman is. We are so unique to the world that if we were not here, say it is not good for man to be alone. God knew that without women, that you people were already alone.
You are free to stand up and address
you were already alone when we were not there. He said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helpmeet. Do you know what we do? We meet your needs. It means you are not even complete without a woman.
Other women here.
Yeah, Agatha, thank you very much. You have a very strong point.
Two men
You see,
matching one woman.
you see,
Two men.
he made a statement, and he couldn't, unveil the statement, which you and I understood the trend was going. That was where I came in. But if you're talking about women being weak, if you happen to see a poem I wrote about women, I'll tell you that women are the strongest vessel I've ever come across in my life.
So you shouldn't have described a woman as weak. He said the man is not a man.
Okay,
He's
so
a.
are
When
you-
you just say he's a weak man,
So are you asking him to recant?
exactly. Just take 3 sentences back. He's
Okay.
a weak man.
Okay.
You also
Okay.
recant the statement if you don't want to.
Okay.
You have a right to say, I take my stand. Then people can argue it
Listen,
from there.
thank you very much. Okay, you want me to rephrase that statement? Okay.
All the women in the
I-
house are.
Hello, can I say something before you
Before,
recant your statement?
Frank,
Can I say
please.
something?